Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide. It's your boy Big Will, and I'm back with this boxing talk. What's good with your fam? Hey, listen, man, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in tonight, man. I want to talk a little bit about the ESPN card last night, man. Headlining Alvarez, Eleider Alvarez was defending his title that he previously won from Sergey Kovalev. This was the rematch, man. But before I get into that, man, I want to talk a little bit about Oscar Valdez, man. Oscar Valdez is making his he made his return to the ring, man, after about 11 months after having a broken jaw that he suffered in the matchup with Scott Quigg back in March 2018. He came back to fight a guy from Italy, Carmine Tumason, who nobody really knew. Tumason really never fought outside of Italy, and it showed. You know what I mean? Tumason came out looking pretty good, sticking his jab out there in the first round. You know what I'm saying? I thought Oscar Valdez showed great poise. I thought he was real patient. You know what I'm saying? Tumason was effective with his jab, effective with his movements, and Oscar Valdez did not panic. You know what I'm saying? He kept on in pursuit. He was the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? He was cutting off the ring well. He was going to the body well, and eventually that body work caught up to Tumason. That body work caught up to Tumason. Oscar Valdez dropped him a few times and was able to get him out of there. Now, this was the perfect opponent for Valdez's comeback, man. Oscar Valdez, he had stated that, when he broke his jaw and he was out, that, he suffered a little bit of depression. He had a little panic attack where, he thought he was going to die. He had his mouth wired shut. He went up through a whole lot of different mental things, man. And, it was good to get him in there with a guy who only had 5 knockouts, I believe, out of 19 fights. So, he wasn't in too much danger of getting that jaw, injured again, man. But you could tell in the first couple rounds that, he was a little wary, he was a little tense. But I think he looked pretty good last night. He looked pretty good for his comeback. And I'm looking forward to seeing him against anybody at 126, man. Any fight that Valdez is in is going to be a good fight, man. He's just that type of fighter. But I love the body work. You know what I'm saying? I love the high guard. You know what I'm saying? If you notice that he had his high guard up throughout the whole fight, basically, man. So, that tells me that he's thinking defense. You know what I mean? That was my biggest knock on Valdez, was his defense, man. He get hit way too much. But I could see that Eddie Reynoso and Valdez been working on his defense, man, and I like that, man. I think this kid got a bright future. I'm looking forward to seeing him, seeing more of him. You know what I'm saying? Now on to Teofimo Lopez and this guy Magdaleno, man. This guy Lopez is the goods, man. He looks like he's the goods. You know what I'm saying? He's a little cocky for my taste. A little, you know what I'm saying? He seems like he reminds me of I hate to compare him to a Broner, you know what I'm saying? But that's the type of attitude that he presents, you know what I'm saying? With his comments after the fight, you know what I'm saying how you may not like him, may not like what he does, but you're going to watch him. That's some shit that Broner would say. Matter of fact, that's some shit that Broner said. You know what I'm saying? And he may have a point, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want to rub people the wrong way this early in your career. You know what I'm saying? When, you look good, you going out doing what you got to do, but you're really unproven. You know what I'm saying? You're really unproven. But he looks like if you give him the eyeball test and just going by the eyeball test, he passed the eyeball test with flying colors, man. I think that I want to see him in there with somebody like a Robert Easter. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him in there with somebody like that, man. Easter being a former champion, I think Teofimo Lopez is real close to being ready for a title shot, man. If he can get in there and fight a guy like Easter and, do good in that fight, then I believe that, he's ready for a title shot, because he's a big boy, man. He don't look like he's going to be at 135 much longer. In fact, I think his folks is talking about maybe, 2020, he's moving up, to 140. And I can see that. He got that big frame, man. But he looks good, man. The kid is very athletic, man. He's doing backflips, man. I like his confidence. I like his posture. You know what I'm saying? I just like his style, man. He got that, He got that it factor, Teofimo Lopez, I think big things is ahead of him, man. I think real big things is ahead of him. Him and Devin Haney, but they've been going back and forth lately, man. I do think the fight between them two dudes, man. Can you imagine what that fight would look like? I don't think we'll get that. You know what I'm saying? But if we did, can you imagine a fight between two young, hot, hungry young bulls just going at it? That fight would be spectacular, man. That fight would be spectacular. But anybody that Lopez fights, man, I'll be tuning in. He's right about that. I'll be tuning in because I think this kid, really has great talent, what I'm saying? And I'm going to watch him. So, shouts out to him and his team. They did the damn thing last night, and I want to see more of him. Now, Eleider Alvarez, Sergey Kovalev. I picked Alvarez to beat Kovalev again. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? That, taking nothing away from Kovalev, that Alvarez that fought last night, I don't know who that was. I don't know who that was. That wasn't the same fighter that beat up Kovalev in the first fight. I didn't see that hunger. I didn't see that intensity. I didn't see that desire to go in there and get it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. He came out too cautious. You know what I mean? He came out too cautious. Kovalev, credit to Kovalev, man. I thought that he would break down mentally, man. I thought mentally he was done. You know what I'm saying? I always knew Kovalev had boxing skills. I never questioned his skills, never questioned his power. I questioned him mentally. You know what I'm saying? I did not think that he was in the fight game anymore mentally, but he proved us all wrong. He boxed a brilliant fight. He showed grit. He showed composure. You know what I'm saying? And he went out there and he beat up Alvarez, man. Alvarez didn't fight like he wanted to win, man. He fought timid. You know what I'm saying? Kovalev landed some real good shots on him. I thought he was going to be able to get him out of there late, but, you know what I'm saying, he got the unanimous decision, which was warranted, man. Kovalev, you know what I'm saying, I would love to see him mix it up with these other light heavyweights, man. Before he lost the bout, they was building him up to fight Dimitri Bivol. You know what I'm saying? And a champion, another champion at 175, man. I think that would be a real good matchup, man. Bivol's is younger and hungrier. You know what I'm saying? Can Kovalev deal with that young bull? You know what I'm saying? Bivol is busy. He's real busy. He got some pop with him. He got skills. I think that would be a very good matchup. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Alexander Voistick, you know what I mean, who just beat Adonis Stevenson. I think that would be a good matchup. You know, you got Marcus Brown, who just beat Badu Jack. I think that would be a good matchup, man. You got all these good matchups that, you know, at 175, man. Then you got the boy Zurdo Ramirez. He's talking about coming up to 175, man. In fact, this team was talking about they want the winner of this fight here. You know what I'm saying? Can Gilberto Ramirez, can he come straight from 168 and jump in the ring with a Sergey Kovalev? You know what I mean? Can he do it? I liked it, Zurdo, man. I thought he was the best 168 pounder that there is. I like him over all of them. You know what I'm saying? I like him because, you know what I'm saying, I seen Zurdo do a little bit of it all, man. I seen him box. I seen him be the aggressor. I seen him take hard shots. I seen him give hard shots. I seen him face adversity. I seen him being hurt by Jesse Hart, and I see him overcome that. You know what I'm saying? So I like Zurdo. I think that he'll do well at light heavyweight, and you know, they've been talking about that they want the winner of this fight. I don't know if he's going to jump right into a title fight, or is he going to you know, fight somebody of lesser skill first. You know what I'm saying? We got to see, man. We got to see, but you know, it's good to see that Sergey Kovalev was able to come back and regain his title, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that a whole lot, man. You don't see a guy get knocked out, as brutal as Kovalev got knocked out, you know what I'm saying, and come back and be able to win and get his title back. I was surprised. I gotta admit, I was surprised. I didn't think he could do it, especially with all his outside distractions that he got. You know what I'm saying? Which is none of my business. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm on here to talk boxing. You know what I'm saying? Inside the ring, Kovalev, you know what I'm saying? He always been a skilled fighter. He always had power. But like I said, I question his heart and desire, you know what I mean, after after both Andre Ward's fights up until now, man. But, you know, he showed that he still got a little something in the tank. How much? I don't know. But he showed that he got enough to want his title back and go and reclaim it. You know what I'm saying? That's something, man. When you know you want something, this is mine. That's what Kovalev said. This shit right here is mine, and I'm not leaving out of here without it. And he walked out of there with his WBO light heavyweight title. You know what I mean? So hats off to Sergey Kovalev. He down there with Buddy McGirt, man. Buddy McGirt is a good trainer, man. I like him, man. I like the work that he was doing with Sergey Lipinets. You know, Lipinets is who is he with now? I forget who he's with now. I think Goosen. I forget who. I think Goosen. He's with Goosen now. I hit Lipinets up on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I asked him what happened to him and McGirt, man. I thought they had a real good thing going on. And all he said was that, you know, Buddy's a little busy right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he got upset that Buddy was taking on, you know, maybe more fighters and wasn't getting the attention that, you know, Lipinets thought that he deserved or what. But, you know, he said Buddy's still his guy. You know what I'm saying? He's just a little busy right now. You know what I mean? But, you know, shout out to Buddy McGirt and Sergey Kovalev. It's a good thing that, you know, it's good to see, you know, a new team win. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's been said in the past that Sergey cannot work with nobody. He's had a couple trainers. We know the story with him and John David Jackson. They've been through ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? David Jackson, he had bad things to say about Kovalev. Kovalev had bad things to say about him. Then he brought in this guy from the Russian Olympic team, you know what I'm saying? And he was supposed to help him get over the mountain, you know what I'm saying? And then that didn't work. And, you know what I'm saying? Then he brought in McGirt, and a lot of people, including myself, I didn't think that would work. But it's proven to be a good thing, man. So hopefully they can keep it up. Hopefully he can keep winning. Hopefully, you know what I mean, we can get some of these unifications mixed up and get Marcus Brown in the mix, man, and see what's going on, man. But, you know, overall, it was a good night of fights. You know, I actually watched the Kovalev fight today. You know what I'm saying? Last night, it was just too late, man. I was dozing off. I said, you know what, man, there's no way I can really watch this fight and take in what I need to take in. So I just get on it tomorrow, man. And, you know, that's what I did. I watched it. Today, you know what I'm saying? But that's all I got for now, man. It's your guy, Big Will. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, don't leave out of here without hitting that subscribe button, man. Also, you can catch me on all social media platforms. I have Big Faces Worldwide, all one word. You know what I'm saying? I keep, you know, man, I keep content on there all the time, man. So you can go and you know, if you're on Twitter or on Instagram, and you know what I'm saying, you might just run into Big Faces Worldwide, and you don't have to just come to YouTube. You know, understand what I'm saying? But that's all I got for now, and I'll holler back next time. Peace.